Hey guys, this is James, the Rambling Dasher, and here we are on another Monday night, going after more dashing dollars. So, I started this thing about 20 minutes ago, and had to go get gas, and haven't heard a beep from the app. So, granted, I'm probably a mile away from any place, but I'm also, I don't have platinum anymore because I took a month off and did a month in Portugal. So yeah, that's that'll do some damage to your deliveries in the last 28 or 30 days. It was at 0 last Monday, and then I forgot to schedule, so I had to work around finding some available time slots. And then about Wednesday I got in some hours, Thursday got in some hours, and then I ended up taking Friday off and didn't work on the weekend, so I'm back here today. So hoping everybody had a great Father's Day. And we are back at it, and here's our first delivery. 5.8 miles for $11.50, which is a good first order to me. That would be a good one even if I was platinum. So I'm going to accept that. We're going to head to Wingstop and get this day started. So here's the deal: is I'm on a journey right now to get back to 100 deliveries in the 30 days. And like, if you've watched up until this week, I've been doing that and trying to get those get that number up there. But just so you guys know where I'm at after 4 days last week, I am at still gold status, 88% acceptance rate, 100 completion, 92 on time and early, 5.0 customer ratings, and 32 deliveries. So I averaged 8 deliveries a day last week, so they were slim pickings for me. So that was kind of tough, but I always expected coming off of a downtime. The last one I took off time during Christmas break in 24 into December this year, and came back with less than 100, and it took me a good two weeks or plus to get it back. So that's going to be the case this time as well. And I am at 2,600 lifetime deliveries, so right on the nose. So that's kind of interesting. So just a heads up of where I finished up last week. So you can, well, you can't see this because I'm not showing it, but last week I had a whopping $215. I made a little bit, maybe like roughly $20 in cash tips last week. So I had 18 hours and 37 minutes of actual dash time, and they deemed me as to only having 12 hours and 46 minutes of active time. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. The best day was probably Wednesday. I had 62 hours. Monday I had to go start and stop, but I had 15, 16, and 26. Then on Tuesday I had 40, and on Thursday I had 54. So nowhere close to $100 day in those 3 days, and which is disappointing. But also, I just know that in this area, if you don't have status, you're not getting good orders. You're not getting orders. So yeah, all that fun stuff. So I'm struggling, but I'm on a journey to get to that 100. without declining anything, even $2 orders. So we're gonna work through that. I understand the ramifications, but I also know that in my area, if you don't accept the orders, then you don't, if you don't get the status, you just don't get quality orders. I feel like the area is saturated. And we'll talk more about that after I pick up these wings. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, we have the order packed up. It has subsequently started to rain, and I have a beeping vehicle next to me. I don't know what they're doing, but anyway. All right, so 10 minutes to get this thing delivered, and yeah. So I was talking about before is there's lots of chatter on Facebook and other, I'm sure, I don't get on Reddit. Maybe I should, but I don't get on Reddit. But mainly I look on Facebook, and I'm in a couple of, I'm in a handful, let's say, of DoorDash groups on Facebook. And people say things on there, or make comments on my videos. I do believe that accepting $2 orders does not help the DoorDash community as a whole. But again, and this is where kind of people look at this as like, okay, I want to help the DoorDash community as a whole, but I also have to take care of myself first. So ultimately, when I look at this, as I'm in the hole, I'm at 32 after a week of deliveries. Wow, it might be getting a little loud in here. 32 deliveries after a full week, and I need to get to 100. So with that, I'm going to do my level best to get to 100 as fast as I can within a month. And I've never had problems with holding that 100 deliveries in a month, because really I usually average around 200. And I only do this part-time, like maybe like 6 hours 3 days a week, and 3 hours the other 2 days, and I only do it weeknights. So yeah, there's that. I do believe in declining those orders, but I also know that I toe a fine line in the area that I dash in, because I am in Bryant and Benton, Arkansas, and a lot of people drive from Little Rock, the bigger city of Little Rock, to dash down this area because maybe it's a little bit safer, or perceptions anyway. So there's that, right? So I feel like we have a saturated area with the number of dashers, which means that you're going to get less and less, especially if you don't have any status, or whether you're silver, gold. But I do feel like ultimately platinum does get you more. And from my perspective, it is, and a lot of people say that's just a game that DoorDash gets you to play to try to get those $2 deliveries delivered. And I can get that from that perspective. But for me, in the area that I'm in the time that I'm in right now, meaning I'm way behind being on platinum for the month, then I want to do everything I can do to get to platinum, and then I will go back to being selective on my orders, as long as I stay above 70% AR and 100 deliveries in 30 days, because that's the main thing is for me, is to stay platinum. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at on that. And fingers crossed this week. It's not looking good because it would take me, what do I got? 32, so that would be 68 deliveries in a week. And that would mean more than 10, maybe what, 5 times 12 would be 60. So I would need maybe 13 deliveries a day for 5 days. And that sounds kind of tough. So my hope is that I can get close and get it early next week, but I'm also going to be working on a video that that this video is part of a greater video, just to show you how long it takes me to go from 0 to 100. So yeah, all the joys. But we're sitting at 32 today, and this is the 4th day back after a prolonged time off of DoorDashing. And I hope this is just one of those quick and easy afternoon heating showers and not something that rains all night. So I didn't look at the weather or anything before I left, so fingers crossed. So if anybody on here, I know this video probably won't be released for a few more days because I'm several days behind on releases. But the Razorback baseball team came out on Saturday and kind of laid a goose egg against LSU in the College World Series. And they lost 4-1. Today they had a game against Murray State in the losers bracket. And I can't remember the final for sure, but our pitcher no-hitted the other team. I think he gave up one ball that I can remember anyway, and it was a hit by pitch, not even 4 walks. It was hit by pitch. He almost gave up another one, but they ruled the dude out because he leaned into it. But yeah, he pitched 9 innings, full 9 innings, and got the win for the Hogs. I think it was 3-1, 3-0, or 4-0. I can't remember. But yeah, evidently the Razorbacks have been known this year for hitting a lot of home runs, but in this particular field is like bigger than a lot of Major League Baseball fields. And they say it's just hard, especially if you got any kind of wind blowing in, that you're not going to be hitting homers. And there was not a single homer today, at least in this game. And this was the first game. I can't remember who plays later tonight. Maybe LSU, who beat Arkansas the other day, versus UCLA, I think. And then the Razorbacks play the loser of that team. So if Arkansas would have lost today, it would have been their second loss, and they would just go home because it's a double elimination tournament. It's got 2 brackets, one on each side, and the bracket on one side is if it's double elimination, the other bracket is double elimination, and then the winner of the 2 brackets play each other in a best of 3. So you got to win 2 games in that one in the best of 3. So Arkansas, because they lost their first game, has a hard row to hoe to get back up into it. But you know, it is what it is. I'm delivering to some apartments, and I always do not like these because it's hard to find the apartment numbers, but at least it's daylight, where I can see out, but it's also pouring down rain with the sun out, so it's hard to see. All right, I gotta go to. Okay. So yeah, been in at least listening to the Razorbacks play some baseball today, so that was a good win. Enjoyed listening to the game. I rarely ever get to watch baseball. I'm not a big fan of baseball other than the Razorbacks baseball. I do enjoy listening to it on the radio, and occasionally they have the games on, well, they never have the games on TV. And I do not have ESPN or any kind of cable channel, so I don't get it. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna go see if I can get drenched and take this food in there, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. All right, guys, we got that one delivered. I do like some of the new features of DoorDash since I've been back. I like how they tell you a little bit of information about this order or this dash so far. So because this is the first one, it's 11:50. The total time 42 minutes. Offers accepted 1 out of 1. So it kind of lets you know that you're accepting versus declining or missed. And you can click this offer toggle to expand it. It says DoorDash base pay $3.50 with an $8 tip. So that was very generous of them to leave an $8 tip. So, all right. And here we go. Back to find dash number 2. I don't think I even want to go out that way. Slow down there, people. So I did just get an article on ESPN, and there's, yeah. So our picture today was wow, we got a little flooding going on here. It looks like the road is washing out a bit as well. Nice. Here's hoping this car doesn't, the car that went in front of me was a Jeep, so he had a little bit better clearance than I do. So yeah, 9 innings pitched, no runs, no hits, no earned runs, no, it says no base on balls, and 19 strikeouts. 19 out of the possible 21 batters. Is that right? No, it'd be more than that. It would be like 27. Sorry. 27. So he got 19 out of 27 strikeouts, which is pretty doggone good. So anyway, that's a nice win for the Razorbacks. All right, so where's this thing going here? 11:50, continue dashing. I don't know why. I hate that this thing does this split screen thing. And I can't see good enough to know what's going on. So, yeah. I love it that they put on here, raise your last 30-day delivery count. You're getting close to unlocking the next level of rewards. Learn more. And I'm on 33 of 100. So yeah, I'm getting close. It's only going to take me another week, maybe a week and a half to do it. So I'm getting real close. But we're going to keep plugging along, and we're going to get it. I had higher hopes than getting 32 last week. I'll just say that. And I took Friday off, and I really kind of wish I would have went out and got at least 3 hours in, but I didn't. So it is what it is. Sometimes you just need a little break from the dash, break from, you know, I had a lot of little jet lag issues going on the last week or so, and trying to get dashes in, and I was just like beat down by the end of the week. So I just sat on the couch Friday night. Watch some, what did we watch? I think we were watching Stranger Things. So we watched the first 3 seasons of Stranger Things the previous weekend, and then we watched the final season, season 4, and finished it last night. So it was good. I don't remember. I know I've watched it all, but I don't think I saw the last episode from season 4. I don't remember any of that stuff. Or maybe I remember some of it, but I don't remember the end where all the players got back together at the end. So you guys are gonna have to excuse me. I have a bucket of carrots to eat. Driving through a river over here, sorry. Well, this says it's a high-paying offer, but it's only $6 for 2.3 miles. So I can appreciate that much of it. Slim chickens, and I just went across the freeway, so now I got to get back across the freeway. So it's the way it goes sometimes. I don't know what the easiest way to do it is. Probably go up in this parking lot and make a U-turn and come back out. So today I have 2 orders within the first hour. That's a good thing. Now they're not delivered yet, but last week was horrible. So hopefully this week will be a little bit better. Look, grapes and carrots. What a combination. And tomatoes. think that's all I have in there. Anybody else on that's DoorDash and trying to eat a little bit healthier? What is your go-to snack in the car? Hit me up. Let me know. I need to know. You got to tell me. All right, guys. I'll be right back after picking up some more chicken. All right, guys. We are on our way to get this chicken delivered. So it could be a little, I don't know, just trying to think about, it's something I always struggle with is topics to carry the conversation. It would be nice if someone would comment down below and just let me know what healthy snacks you guys do when you're door dashing, or do you just pig out on junk food? So this is the alternate to my normal, which is a Mountain Dew and Snickers or a Payday or some other candy bar and a bag of nacho cheese Doritos. So trying to do something a little bit different. This is my favorite road right here. It has 4 roundabouts. And I have to go to an apartment complex that's 3.5 roundabouts down, but the only way to get to it is to go around the 4th roundabout and come back on the other side of the median. So, all the joys. And then I have to come back through all the rest of the roundabouts to get back. So I had to go through 8 roundabouts for this one delivery. Yep. What stinks is when you miss the turn into the apartment because it's the only entrance. And you got to go all the way back down there, all the way back that way, and then come back and try it again. Seems like I've done it a time or two. Alright. Now the fun part about this place is finding the right apartment. And they are not easy to find here for whatever reason. Oh, no, 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 no. And there's no sidewalk. Oh yeah, there is. Is it underwater? Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna go deliver this food. We'll be right back. Alright. Dash number 2 delivered. This dash so far, $17.50, 1 hour and 5 minutes. 2 out of 2 accepted. And this offer was $2 base pay, $4 tip. So, alright, let's continue. I think it's funny because my kid was doing a live stream earlier on his channel and playing Sea of Thieves. And I was like, just on there, and I don't know, he starts eating stuff and I can't really tell what he's eating, so I type in the comments. I was like, are you eating on camera? Knowing that I do it all the time. I mean, where's the fun in that, right? I know everybody's just logging in just to see me eat. Here's another order for Slim Chicken. $5, 1.8 miles. We are accepting all orders until we get back to 100 within 30 days. By that point, I should be close to having almost 100 AR as well. Because I didn't accidentally skip one. I had one late or early last week, but it was late at night, and it was for 15 miles for like $5.50, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that, because it just went up way up into Little Rock, and I did not want to go there late at night, and then just have to drive all the way back home. It was going to take me a good hour to deliver this one order, and so I declined it. Well, I didn't even decline it, I just let it expire, right? Which is the same as declining. And then immediately well, not immediately, probably 2 minutes later, I'm still driving around that area, and I get the same order again. So DoorDash does this to me, pulls this crap, and sends me the same order again for 25 cents extra. And I'm like, oh, that's compelling. No. So I missed those two. And the next day, I don't know what happened, but I just get a text message saying, hey, you missed an order. Your DoorDash is going to be on pause. So sure enough, I went to DoorDash, and I don't know what I was doing or whatever, but I never heard it ding or anything. But yeah, got on that screen, said it was sitting on pause, and it never showed how much the order was or anything. And they don't normally on the app, you can't go and see what one you missed and how much it was for. But so that's going to be 3 orders that I didn't take over the past last week. So it would have been like 32 out of 35 accepted. So far today, I'm 3 for 3. Alright, I'm gonna run in here and get this chicken, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we're back. I wonder if we can make it an all chicken night. So I'm 3 for 3 on chicken deliveries, so we'll see what happens. So I would like to get at least 10 deliveries today. That would be nice. I can remember last year having 15, 17 deliveries in a night. I'm like, what the heck? It's hard to get 8 nowadays, or maybe even 10 in a 6-hour window. And I'm like, this just isn't, I don't know what's going on. I would like to see your opinion. What is going on with DoorDash? Is it slowing down for you guys? If you got more orders than you can handle, what's happening? Because I really think it's slowing down. And then after I deliver this food, we'll talk about what my thoughts are about the rationale. Why is it slowing down? Because I really don't know. I can make guesses at it, but something. It's got to be something. I think this. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. That order was $5. I'm up to $22.50. I didn't see the details about it, but oh well. Imagine it was a $2 delivery with a $3 tip. Alright, so what is going on with DoorDash? Does it seem slower for you? If so, why? Is your area oversaturated with drivers? Is the economy bad enough to where people can't afford or don't want to spend their money on dining out or DoorDashing their food? Has DoorDash gone up in their prices so much that people can't afford it? If they are, they aren't passing it along to the drivers. I can throw that out there. What are other reasons why DoorDashes might just be slower? Is it because I don't have Platinum? Is it a real thing? A lot of people say it's not, but I say it is when you have so many drivers. So I'll never know, but a lot of people say they know. But up to 35 deliveries, headed towards at least 10 tonight, so we'll see what we end up with. There's another order. This time, chicken, 4 for $4. Let's keep a streak going. $6.25 for 4.8 miles to Zaxby, so I will accept it. Four orders accepted in an hour and a half. I did not get anything like that last week. Something else I would like to know is, what do you think is a good night or a good quote-unquote dash? Whether it's a morning, day, afternoon, or an evening. What is a good dash for you? How would you break it down? Well, mine is when I don't miss my turns. And I just missed it, and this place is not easy to get to. Seriously, what makes a good dash? For me, I think about a couple of things. Is one, I don't necessarily think about the number of dashes, but I do like it when my dashes are one, quality, meaning higher dollar amounts for low mileage, and quantity, So I'd like to, my ultimate would be that I get 10 orders for $10 per order or better. So 10 orders in a night. Oh, people. Alright, people, y'all are just gonna sit there. I will just make a U-turn in front of you. Alright, so 10 orders in a night, and with a $10 per order. So that puts you at $100 in a night. And when I say a night, usually a night is, for me, is roughly 6 hours. So that's, if I get 10 orders in 6 hours, that's not even 2 orders an hour. But that would be a good night. Even better if I got 2 orders an hour and average $10 per order. So that would be 12 for $120 in a night. That would be a good night. I would even go with the $10 on 10 orders in 6 hours. It doesn't seem like a lot, but if you can average $10 an order in a 6 hour window, I personally think that's a pretty good night. I think it would really be beneficial if I paid attention to what I was doing while I was driving. And I really do hate going to this place because I just missed the turn again. And there's not an easy way to get to this place, especially if you miss that one little road. That's why I didn't come this way the first time, because all these cars are backed up on the freeway, or they're not backed up on the freeway, they're backed up trying to get on the freeway or the access road. Alright. Well, we're moving slowly. Alright guys, let's go. Let's go. The worst part about this particular on-ramp to the freeway access road is that there's an exit ramp just right up there, and all these cars coming like 65 miles an hour are on the exit down into this 2-lane access road, and they immediately want to get over because the a lot of them are going to these little fast food restaurants or other little places, or they're going to have to turn to go one way or the other on that ramp that goes over the freeway back there. So they just come flying down through here. Jam on their brakes to try to turn into these little places along here. So it's fun times. All right, I'm gonna hit the pause button and run into Zaxby's. And remember, this is 4 out of 4 for chicken tonight, so we're gonna keep the streak alive. So all right, I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, back in the car and headed to the customer. See if I can't figure out how to follow the GPS for once. Oh, yep, looks like I get to go down the roundabouts again. Alright, any day now. This is like the endless string of cars. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Alright. Oh my goodness. That was a crazy sneeze right there. Okay. We are headed to the roundabouts again. To all the joys. I think I'm choking on carrots or something. And it made me sneeze. Alright guys. Don't forget Lark water bottle. I have a link in the comments below if any of you guys want to check it out. It's a really nice water bottle. I wouldn't recommend it for just using around the house, even though that's what I do. But I got it specifically for traveling because it has a little button on top that shoots I don't know what it does. I can't remember what it's like. Some kind of a light in there. I can't. It's a ultraviolet light or something like that that kills 99% of bacteria and stuff like that. And then it also has a water filter on the straw, of which I have removed the straw for when I'm at home because my water comes out of the fridge via a water filter in the fridge, so I don't need to double filter it. And I do like it just turning it up and drinking it as opposed to sucking it through a filtered straw and all that fun stuff. So but when you're on the go and you're not sure where the water source and whether it's safe and all that fun stuff, then that's what I use for sure. And then I do use it when I'm at home because it's a bottle, it's a water bottle. So again, I got mine off of, I think, well, did I get mine on Amazon? I think I got mine off of Amazon just because you can get it directly through lark.com, but I have an affiliate link with Amazon. I bought mine off of Amazon. The only reason I got it off of Amazon because I knew if something were wrong that I didn't like about it, that it's easier for me to return things via Amazon than it is to return it any other way, because I don't have to package it up or anything like that. I just take it back to Kohl's, and Kohl's has that return center, and they just like, boom, okay, so easy peasy. So I would much rather do it that way via Amazon than have to package it up, take it to the post office or some other entity, or have somebody come and get it, and me have to tape something to the outside of a box. Anyway, there's a link. Check them out. They're a little bit pricey, but if you need it for travels, then I highly recommend it. So this one said 4 miles, but it takes 10 minutes to get there, so. So here's the deal, is I gotta eat all the veggies, and then the idea is that I won't be hungry later on. So I have a Clif Bar as well, that I also have an affiliate link on the description below. Get those at Amazon. So, but if I eat all this and the Clif Bar, hopefully I won't be still hungry later on, because I ate a late lunch today. Hopefully that holds me over to where I can not just go and get a bunch of food and eat too much at nighttime. So that's the goal anyway. So trying to eat healthy, better snacks on the road when I'm dashing. Hashtag healthy dasher. Looks like we got some major construction going on down here. Looks like they dug a big old hole and they got people standing down in it, either doing sewer or something, maybe just water drainage. I don't know. All I know is it's getting hotter. After that rain came out, the sun just popped right back out, and it's hot as all get out. That's not it. That's not it. Well, did I pass this house? Oh no, there it is. I'm gonna go deliver this chicken and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, we are up to $28.75 after 1 hour and 49 minutes with offers accepted of 4 out of 4. And this offer was $6.25, so $3.25 base pay with a $3 tip. Alright, so sorry, I'm just replying to a text message. My daughter is headed to Japan to go to a language school in July. She just got her visa, a student visa that's good for 1 year and 3 months. And she'll probably end up trying to extend that because the school is like a 2-year school. So anyway, I'm just trying to figure out what, I don't know. We talked about going there for Christmas, but I just looked at flights at that time of the year and they are crazy expensive. And it's crazy expensive for her to come back home as well. So I don't know if we're gonna get to do that or not. I've been to Japan and I took her and her brother back in 2018. We were there for a couple weeks and it was all right. I mean, it's obviously something different that you've never done before and exciting in that regard. But I don't know that I mean, I'd probably go back and still see some of the stuff that we didn't see and see some of the stuff that I thought was amazing. But yeah, it's kind of hard. Just it's a lot of money to spend. I don't know what, well, I'm pretty sure when we went before, I had a lot of airline miles. And so we probably didn't have to pay that much for the air miles. And I had a lot of hotel points as well. So didn't cost a lot of, I mean, those trips back then didn't cost a lot. Because I traveled a lot for work. And I was pretty much a points hoarder just so that I could take big trips like that with the kids. So now I don't get to travel anymore. I don't get to travel for work, and I don't get discounted trips either. Although I had a lot of points because I do have an American Express for a Delta American Express, and I didn't have to pay anything but the taxes for the trip to Portugal for 2 people. So it was like $100. So not too bad. Not too bad. Now we made up for it on our food and lodging. That was expensive. Slow down, people. Slow down. Back to an area where it might have some deliveries. Probably should have went back to where Wingstop was. That was 11 plus 11.50 or something like that, right off the bat. But I'm going farther away, so we'll see what happens. I don't know that I came down to this part of town at all last week. Maybe one time. Oh yeah, I came down here one time that I remember. It was on a Pizza Hut delivery that had quite a bit of distance, but I was quite a ways away from Pizza Hut. And it was a cash delivery for like $21.70 or something like that. Sounds about right. And I was like, well, maybe it's $22.70. I was like, well, if I get $25, I'll get it like a $2.30 tip or something like that. And or I can get more, you know. So I go and deliver that pizza, and it's my last delivery. And the woman comes out and hands me $22, 2 quarters, a nickel, a dime, and 5 pennies. So $22.70 was 0 tip. So I was nice to her. I don't consider her being nice to me, but I was nice to her and delivered her pizza and didn't say anything and just drove away. Now, I might have said something on this video, or it could have been on that particular night. I had already shut down the dash, if I'm not mistaken, the recording, and I didn't say anything about it until now. But yeah, that was kind of frustrating. The one time I drove down into Benton last week, and I get that one order for a cash delivery, and they gave me the exact amount that they were supposed to pay me. And DoorDash only gave me $2. So that was frustrating. So I'm a firm believer that DoorDash needs to raise their base pay on every order to be a minimum of $1 per mile. And they need to fix their software to only show the pay amounts based upon the delivery of that said order. So there's no reason that they can't calculate where the order is based upon the delivery address and then go and calculate the distance within a matter of seconds or less, and then to charge appropriately based upon how much they're going to pay their driver to get a decent dollar per mile on the base pay, and then the customer tips whatever after that. Anybody else agree with that? coming to all my favorite places and not getting any orders, so we're on the slide portion of the night where we don't get any orders. I got 4 in over 2 hours. Did I hit 4 or did I hit 5? I don't remember. We've just got 4 so far. Started at 32, we're at 36. Oh wow. $3.84. 2.1 miles in Popeyes. But the streak is alive. 5 chickens in a row, so we're going to accept it and try to get to our 100. Try to get to our 100. Try to get 10 deliveries or more tonight. And hopefully they start picking up on the dollar per delivery, because $3.84 don't cut it. Oh my goodness, this drives me freaking crazy. So DoorDash has added another $2 order for 2.9 miles. Frustration is setting in because $3.84 is bad. $2 extra is even worse, and for even farther in mileage. And I'll probably have to wait on Popeyes because there's like 5 cars in the parking lot, and I don't know, I see cars around the corner on the drive-thru. Alright, we're gonna head in there and we will be back. Alright guys, we are back with 2 orders from Popeyes. They didn't take too long to get them ready. They are very disappointing orders, but on top of that, they did keep the streak alive. We are up to 6 chicken orders in a row. I'm pretty sure I've never seen the likes in my DoorDashing career. So 6 chicken orders in a row. I can't. Wingstop, Slim Chicken. I don't know what the other ones were. Zaxby's, Popeyes, and Popeyes. There you go. 6 in a row. Now, can we entice anyone to give me an additional tip on these orders? I doubt it very seriously. But we are gonna do, well, we're not gonna try any harder than what we do on anybody else, because I don't know what else to do. But I always try to be nice. I always try to keep them informed of where we're at on the deliveries. Let them know that I'm headed their way, and send them some funny memes. I mean, who doesn't like a good funny meme, right? And sometimes that will entice people to give a tip, even if it's $1. I don't care. But right now I'm doing 2 deliveries for $5.84, which is not acceptable. It's so hot in this car. I don't know what I got going on here. Maybe I got all the vents blocked. Whew. Alright, here is the first place. If I can see it. Right there we go. I'm pretty sure I've been to this place multiple times. Alright, I'm going to pause this. We'll be right back. Alright, delivery number 1. $2 base pay, $1.84 tip. Very interesting tip. And I'm gonna send this lady a message saying we're on the way. Clipboard, paste, meme. Thanks for the free food. Alright. Directions. And on there it says, please leave outside on chair, do not knock. Alright, we'll do our best. Directions. Where's the directions button? I don't know what they do. Oh, that's way down there. Okay. I don't know where this is going. So, we're gonna go straight, see what that does. Alright. think this is going to be six deliveries after 2.5 hours. I don't even know if we'll hit $30. We're in the backwoods. Not really yet. I don't know how far we're gonna go here though. Still says 4 more minutes. It's way too far for this $2 order, that's for sure. Thanks a lot, DoorDash. Say we need to start getting some more of those at least gold standard orders where it was $6. Sheesh. What I like is I mean, there's a lot of people who won't leave a tip, right? But there's also that DoorDash instance where there's one order and they leave some items out. So they create another order, assign it to a different dasher, and that dasher is never gonna get a tip. Never gonna get a tip. Those are the ones that I think I get. If I get a $2 order, I mean, this seems like a whole meal right here. I can't imagine leaving this much stuff out. It's probably just a person that says, you know what, I'm not gonna tip. Or they might tip in cash, or they might tip after it's been delivered. I don't have a problem with that, but it is somewhat frustrating on the upfront side until you get the tip on the back end. So maybe I should keep my mouth shut and then complain about it after they don't tip. How about that? I will tell you that if this was an order by itself, it would have paid $4 base pay easy. So I'm pretty sure DoorDash kept that extra money because they lumped it in with another order. Which I just think is garbage, and I just missed the house. And now I gotta figure out how to make a U-turn when there's people flying down the road. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. I can't see anything, let alone a mailbox. That's not it. That's not it. Alright. Maybe this one is it. Yep. Yep. Alright. I'm going to hit pause and we'll be right back. Alright. 2 hours and 34 minutes. We have, we've broken out $34.59. And we have 37 deliveries in the last 30 days. So that order was $2 with a $2 base pay and a $0 tip as expected. Continue. Alright. Yeah. I don't want to go back there again, so I'm going to go back to the other part of town. So we'll see what we can get. Going back through the 4 roundabouts and down that direction, see what happens. I wonder if like places like Papa John's and other places are hiring more staff in the summertime, which takes away from some of the orders as well. Is there more people going to, is there more businesses going to Uber Eats or other type of businesses that do the DoorDash or whatever? I don't even know what they are. Uber Eats is one of them. So is that what's happening? Alright, so we have the white chocolate macadamia nut Clif Bar. I get them from Amazon. I usually get about a box of them a month, and they last me pretty much all month. I think there's 15 in the box, maybe 18, 15 or 18, I can't remember. But by far my favorite granola bar. The chewy kind, not the crunchy kind. Alright, we have 6 chicken orders in a row. What's it gonna be? What's our next order gonna be? Alright guys, so you know it's a slow night when the phone goes, when the phone logs off on you in the middle of door dashing. And it started so promising with an 1150 ordered right off the bat. Maybe it's my own fault for not just going right back to that Wingstop. quite halfway done for the night. So we're sitting at $34.89, almost $35. And we're almost halfway done with the 6 hours. And if we got the whole 6 hours and we doubled, it would be $70. But it looks like we've hit about the 7 o'clock slump. Uh-oh. Oh, look at that. The streak may be broken. $7 for 3.7 miles to a Tacos for Life. Now, what we don't know is what kind of tacos. Are they chicken tacos? I don't know. We're fixing to find out. Let me see if this thing shows. Arrived at store. Oh, hand carved steak rice bowl. Oh, let's see, what's this one? Customized Southwest rice bowl. It doesn't say what the meat is. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna say that our streak was broken at 6. Alright, I'm gonna go pick up this food from Tacos for Life. I'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, we have this Tacos for Life order loaded up and we are headed out for delivery. Excuse me. Ooh, that sun is bright. All right. Alright, we have 6 minutes. I can't see how many miles, maybe 3 miles. Oh, that sun is too bright. Told me to go that way, but I just don't like going that way knowing I have to turn left, and it's kind of a bad left turn there coming from both directions. So I haven't been down. I'm just looking at, there's a big sign for Buc-ee's that says 263 miles. But we haven't been down that way in over a month, so I'm interested to see what kind of progress they've made on building the Buc-ee's that's only about 3 or 4 miles down the road there. I don't know what the ETA is on building that thing, but it's gonna be pretty interesting. And I will just at that point find out if I have any willpower at all, because going into Buc-ee's and getting some banana pudding whenever I want to 24/7, it just doesn't sound fair. It sounds like someone is testing me. Alright, someday I will get a green light here. That's the downside of coming this way, is the fact that I have to set at a green light waiting. Whereas the other way, maybe I would have got lucky just with the traffic patterns. But here we go. Directions disappeared. I don't know, this looks like a place I went to the other day. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name. But it's not the place I went to the other day. It's the other day I went straight, and now I gotta turn left. Now, I have been up in this little neighborhood here a time or two. But never to these houses. Where are we at? Alright, we are here. I'm gonna go deliver their tacos for life, and I will be right back. Okay. 3 hours and 1 minute, and we are up to $41.59 with 7 out of 7 accepts, and I can't get the car into reverse evidently. I'm like, why is it not going backwards? Because I got it in neutral, and we're going down a hill. So, and that particular delivery was a $2 base pay with a $5 tip, so very nice. And we're back to dashing. Now I gotta get out of here. So there's a big old water tower right here, and I just wonder if people that live closest to the water tower have the best water pressure. I don't know. All right, where are we gonna go next? Where are we gonna go next? We're down close to Benton. I do not want to get more Popeyes chicken deliveries for $2. I'm pretty sure Popeyes can hear me, and they're like, oh yeah? We'll show him. Nope. And I just get and with no sound. I don't know why I'm not getting any sound. It doesn't make any sense. Everything's turned up. But I got a $4 order for 2.2 miles. Not really what I want, but I will accept it because we're accepting it all until we get our 100 deliveries. Alright, so Popeyes is a little Mexican place down here that's pretty good. Every time that I've had it, it's been good. I don't go to it all that often just because it's just way down here, but it's still pretty good. So, and usually I get better orders out of here than $4, so, but who's to say, who's to say. So it's just at the initial take on this that it's $2 delivery, $2 tip would be my initial guesstimate on what's happening with this particular order. Alright, I'm gonna run in here and pick this up. We'll be right back. Alright, we are back. This is an odd one that says, please, please, please deliver to the back porch. So, alright. We'll see what we can do. Looks like I get to go back down the freeway in the bright sunshine. And she says, yay, that we're delivering it. I am moving my microphone around to where it won't be right there. We'll clip it right here. I'm sure my sound will be off the charts now. But I need the visor because that sun is too bright. The sun is too bright. Come on. So I didn't just get a message, but I got a message and then from my nephew, and he tends to send his messages via Instagram all the time, and I never log into Instagram, and in fact I removed the icon off of my front page, and I have to really go dig into the things to find the Instagram. Where is this taking me? Crap. Where is this taking me? It's telling me to make a U-turn. And I was supposed to stay on the freeway, evidently. And not get off here. Nice. And there's no way to get back there other than I can go through this neighborhood. So, anyway. Alright. Back to my story. So my nephew sent me messages on Instagram, and I get notifications, and I just like, okay, I'll go look at it later, but I get tired of having notifications on there, so I just swipe them off. So then when I get back around to digging around to the Instagram, I realize he sent me 6 messages, and they might have been over the last week or so. And they're not really messages, they're only memes of some kind of video meme of some sort, right? So my question is, Do you use Facebook Messenger or Instagram? And if so, which one, and how old are you? So just leave that in the comments if you get a chance, because I'd be interested just to see. Because I really think Instagram users are a lot younger, and older people use Facebook. So anyway, just a thought. If anybody wants to partake in the fun, let's do it. All right. Interesting. I don't know. Deliver it to the back porch. Okay. Is this even a road? I'm assuming this is the house. I'm hoping this is the house. All right, I'm gonna go deliver this food and we'll see what happens. And the microphone is stuck on the thing. That's not a good place to leave the mic. Just saying. Alright guys, we are at 45.59 and we have 8 out of 8 orders. And this was $2 and $2, just like I said. They said thank you, which I guess is better than nothing. We should be up to 40 deliveries. Alright, now how do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? I might have to use my map for this. I guess I do know one way. Is to cut through Papa John's parking lot, but okay. So where are we going? Who wants to give us the most amount of money? Speaking of giving us money, if you feel so inclined, you can always tip your driver via a link down below. There is a link to PayPal. There's also a buy me a cup of coffee. PayPal, I think I get all the proceeds, and buy me a cup of coffee gives me 95% of the proceeds. So with that being said, we have another order. $7 for 3.7 miles from Subway. We will accept it. Now, how do I get to Subway? Okay. So, as I was saying, there is a link down below. Buy me a drink of coffee, a cup of coffee. Buy me a cup of coffee. Anyway, that site offers a little bit more than just giving money, but it gives the ability to subscribe, I think, for like $10 a month. And if you did $10 a month, then you will get early access to videos, and you will get a shout out on our channel. And I can't remember what else I put on there, but oh, and just the knowledge that you're subscribing and joining a community of mine. So there you go. But yeah, so not that I think anyone will sign up, but if you felt so inclined and you wanted to support someone like myself as a content creator, then I would gladly accept it and be very appreciative of your support. So anyway, it's out there, it's in the description below, and go check it out. Guess what I did? I passed the Subway, and therefore I must turn around in this parking lot here. People. Alright, Subway, here we come. Okay, another Subway in a strip mall. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So I just got a notification that the pitcher for Arkansas, who struck out 19 in a complete game no-hitter, that he has gotten barbecue for life from a barbecue place in Fayetteville called Wright's Barbecue. So that sounds like a good deal. I have them on my list of places to try. They put one in Little Rock, but I haven't gone there yet. So I'm just I like good barbecue. I just don't go eat it very often. So, but it is one of those things I do want to get down there and give it a try. But yeah, so that dude got barbecue for life. So that's a good deal for him, I guess, if he ever comes back to Arkansas after pitching a complete game no-hitter in the College World Series. I'm sure he'll be back for some things or something. Most likely just to get the barbecue. Alright. I don't think it's completely down yet, but the sun is working on it. It's down below some trees, except I'm going up the hill here, so we might get one more flash of the sun. I see the people sitting across from me are lowering their visors. And there it is, in all its glory, brightness. So this one not clearly, but said in their message to deliver it to the front porch, not to the back. Well, it didn't say not to the back porch, it just says please drop off on the front porch. So when I see these kind of things, it makes me wonder, it's like, do you need to put that on there because it's confusing? People have been leaving it at the back porch. What's going on with that? I don't know. This is right back up here by that water tower that we just went by a minute ago. Alright, does this order put us over $50? Maybe, maybe not. I can't remember what it was for, or how much it was for. Is this going to the... No, it's not the same house, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. So it looks like it's a house on a corner. Oh, and that's probably the reason, is people leave it at the garage or something? Don't know. But they got a mailbox right out in front. I've been to this house before. It's kind of awkward because they have a mailbox and all these little things in their front yard. But there's no sidewalk that walks up to their front door, so you have to drive around the corner, park in the driveway on the side of the house, and then there's a sidewalk that goes up to the front door. And they have a cat in the side window. Alright, I'm gonna go deliver these people's food and I'll be right back. All right, 7 out of 7 or no, 9 out of 9 for $52.59, and this particular order was $2.50 plus a $4.50 tip. So it says your gold status gave you priority for this offer. Well, good. I need some more of those. But $7, I need 10, 12, 20. I haven't had, what is my best order in the last couple weeks? It seems like I got a $14 one, $14.50. But it took me a whole hour to deliver it. That's what, one night last week, I think it was maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, I can't remember, but it was just, I was getting these long deliveries that would take like in 30 minutes or 20 plus minutes to deliver it, when you go 20 minutes anywhere here, you're going to be where there aren't any restaurants. And then you have to come 20 minutes back, and the time that it took you to pick up the food to start with. So you're looking at an hour for a delivery, and you get less than $14. So it's frustrating in that regard to be able to not get, somewhere a little bit closer than $15 to $20 an hour, especially for driving that far out. I don't think people, they definitely are taking advantage of the situation. And here's another crap order. $3.88 for 2 miles to a Taco Bell. So we're gonna take it. But I'm also going to order me a Taco Bell because I'm hungry. Taco Bell. Change my location to this one. Confirm. Are you sure? Cantina value menu. No, not that. Not the value menu. I want the Cantina chicken menu with a Cantina chicken burrito. Add. How do I have 3 things in my bag already? Oh, how do I have 3 things in my bag? It already has that and a Mountain Dew in there. So I don't know what happened with that, but that looks pretty good. Now, do I have any rewards? Probably not. No rewards right now. So let's go back to checking out. In store. ASAP, place the order, and voila. Alright, there we go. We're getting some Taco Bell. All right, we'll be right back. Wonder how many times that order got turned down and how long it was sitting there when I picked it up. Because I accepted the order. It wasn't very far away and they had it all ready. It sat there a little longer while I ate my burrito. That has got to be my new favorite thing is a cantina chicken burrito. I don't know what they put in there, but it's tasty, whatever it is. And that avocado sauce salsa verde that they have is really tasty. They have a salsa verde that they sell at the store, but it is not the same as this one they sell in this little package. I think it's the only sauce that they charge for if you want an extra one. What are you talking about? You don't charge for sauces? They hand those things out like they're going out of style. Guys, I didn't get to see what the order was. There were nice people were standing outside in the dock there. I like that little fit you got. So I was like, and they said, why would you get 32, 35? I said, no, anymore. So they said, you need to check with people that changed your oil and see what kind of oil they put in it, because that could affect your gas mileage. And I was like, what? So, I do not know about those type of things, but I do know that it still gets like 25, 26 miles to the gallon. But I was getting 32 to 35 beforehand. Whoop. Man, my phone just fell out of the phone. Because I'm plugged in. And it doesn't automatically lock anymore. delivery. So this delivery was cash delivery, and it was like $6 or something like that on the DoorDash pay. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, come to find out, it's because the freaking Pizza Hut is 10 minutes away. So that'll be all right. 10 miles. I mean, $6 and something. I don't know what it was. $6.50, 25 or whatever. Plus the potential to get a tip from the cash delivery, so that won't be that bad. Unless the delivery from the Pizza Hut is a long way away, it shouldn't be. Hopefully not. So, I don't know what's been going on with me. Something, obviously I haven't sat in this car in over a month. But the other night I got in it, and I didn't have any problems, but the more I sit in it, the more my hip hurts. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm getting bothering me. Something tells me I'm getting old. I need some arthritis in my hip. I need to walk. I don't know. But it's been bothering me all week. So we have to schedule a doctor's appointment. But sitting in this car makes it hurt. It's worse than just standing up and walking. Why? I wonder if these speakers here, these microphones, pick up the crunching of the ice. So the receiver battery was going low. It's been 4 hours. And now the microphone one is flashing red as well. I'm going to plug it in. The downside with this particular car is I don't have extra cigarette lighter ports, and it's older, so it doesn't have all the other kind of ports either. So I have one lighter plug that has 2 USBs in it, and I've got 2 USB to C charger cords, and it goes to both the phones. So and I tell you, I just ordered a new speaker set, but I didn't order them for me. I ordered them for my daughter so she can do some videos when she's in Japan, if it works, because she tried testing these ones out, and these ones don't have a direct lightning bolt or whatever plug to go into an iPhone, and the I don't know, whatever it's called, the the microphone jack, 3.5 jack, converting to a lightning plug doesn't work on her iPhone. So I got a newer version of this that has the receiver has the plug that goes directly into the phone, and then it has two, instead of these big boxes like this, it has two little bitty things that look like the size, not the length of a pencil, but the diameter of a pencil, but only about maybe an inch long, with clips on them. So I think it had two, I don't know what, it looked like it came with two different microphones, one receiver, and and it comes with a little, like one of those charging boxes like your earbuds might come in. So that was kind of interesting, to have that. So I don't know how long it takes to charge these things up, but when they were new, at least I watched a video on it the other day, it said they would hold a charge for, or they would run out after about 6 hours. So that's pretty long, I mean, for me, because, you know, I just recording 4 hours straight, not turning them off, and the red light starts flashing, indicating that the battery's low. So yeah, that's not a bad deal. That these things are, you know, I don't know how old they are, probably 2 or 3 years old. I really cannot remember when we bought them, but they seem to be doing pretty good. And truthfully, I haven't even listened to the videos that I've used to record with, so I need to figure out when I started using them. But anyway, I'll put a link down below on this video of the microphones that we bought, if you guys want to check them out, just to see if it's something like this might be beneficial to you guys. But it is a cordless, so they work off of Bluetooth, and it Bluetooths to the receiver that plugs into the phone. My question is why can't the microphone have a Bluetooth that just Bluetooths to your phone? Is Bluetooth going from your phone out only, or it has to go in? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I know I have a portable little JBL speaker, and I know it receives input because I can press the next button, or I can turn the volume up and down. I don't know if that's controlling it on the phone or on the Bluetooth, but either way. But I can do certain little things that tell the phone to do things with Bluetooth. But I don't know if a microphone can go from Bluetooth from the mic directly into your phone without having a receiver. So anyway, I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna go grab this pizza and I'll be right back. Alright, so now I know why it got kicked all the way to me and I was all the way on the other side of town. I had to drive through town and come all the way out here to this place to get out here for $6 on a base pay, and I only have to collect $22 and some change. And I have to drive 7 freaking miles. Which just means there's nothing going to be out this way between here and there. Which just means I have to turn around and come back. And it's going to take 12 minutes there and 12 minutes back. And I may or may not get any tip. so we'll see. We shall see. All right. So, So at the end of this delivery, I will probably end this particular video, seeing how we've been going for 4 hours and 21 minutes so far. Now I know I've paused it some when I've been delivering, so but I'll shut it off and we'll end up do some tallying and figure out what we've made so far on this particular dash, and then we'll start a dashing in the dark video after this. So looking forward to that. I don't know, it's fun to do these kind of videos, and it's fun to get out there and see what kind of splash we can make with this YouTube channel. Right now it's just a very small ripple. So if you want to be a part of that, then hit that subscribe button and help us to continue to grow, and share it with your friends. If you know someone else that DoorDashes and might enjoy some of this, even if it's just the cheesy parts, if it's just watching the shorts, then let them know about it. Share it. If you see it on Facebook, share it in a Facebook group with other DoorDashers, or if you are on Reddit or anything else, then feel free to let people know about it. That would be an awesome way to start this thing moving forward. So anyway, I appreciate it if you would do that, and yeah, I look forward to the journey. So anyway, we're gonna keep driving out here to this place. It says 8 more minutes, and we'll keep going. I did have a video drop. It was a full-length video. I don't know how long it was, but I had one drop tonight. Or did it? Maybe no, I think it was at 6:30. So I didn't even get a notification about it, which is kind of aggravating. But it's all right. I doubt that it's doing much of anything right now. If I go to, let's see, I got to turn on Congo Ferndale Road, which is 0.9 miles. Where the heck is that? Congo Ferndale. I think that's just stay on this road. Yeah, probably so. So yeah, I can say that over the last 28 days, we've got 46,600 views with 149 watch hours. The one video that posted 1 hour and 55 minutes ago has a total of 1 view. Before that, we had a short 23, almost 24 hours ago, that only got 139 views. But before that, we had DoorDash Frustrations, which got 1,000 views. So it's all kind of just hit and miss on that kind of stuff. But it's fun to look at. I do like numbers and things, so it's just it's the thing, you know, the things that I do that I kind of like, that interest me. So the overview, not much changing on that. We've got 2,130 real-time views in the last 48 hours. So that's with one of my one of the videos that says one sign. Oh, it's just I think the title of it is one sign you don't save money, and it's kind of just talking about people who order DoorDash. So it is what it is. But I think about like DoorDash, people that DoorDash. I just always question, it's like, how can they afford to pay for someone to deliver their food? And most of the times you realize that they really can't afford it. But it could be that they don't have a car, so they trade out their car payments and their insurance for their food to be delivered to them. You know, so that could be a valid thing. Or I did have someone say that they're disabled and they can't drive, so I get where you're coming from. But the vast majority of people that get food delivered from DoorDash probably can't afford it. They could get up off their rear end and go get their food. But, you know, it is what it is. So I'm appreciative, you know, even though I can't afford to go pay for people to bring me food, because I will get up and go get it before I would pay someone to bring it to me. But I do appreciate those that have me bring me their food and pay me nice tips. Hint, hint. So anyway, it's just it's one of those things that I just wonder about. All right, I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm going. Okay, still going this way. So yeah, it's just fun stuff to mess around with. I am still thinking, me and the kid are supposed to try to do start a not really a podcast, but more like a sit down talk show kind of thing. That would be like I don't know, what is the Rhett and Lee have that show called Great Mythical Morning or something like that? But I just envision it being not so much like a nighttime Tonight Show or something, but just something where we get in there and we kind of talk about different things, whatever we want. And basically I look at it from my perspective is to be a way to do something with my kid, right? Even if no one else watches it, that we spend that time together. And so if I can do that and then just spend that time with him, then I just think that would be the best use of my time. But if we can go out there and just have fun and do something funny, silly, whether we're watching memes, whether we're playing video games, whether we're talking about news or you know, whatever, it doesn't matter as long as we're doing it together. And I just think that might be you know, a fun thing. And then just you know, I don't know, I have some aspirations of doing some things like this with a travel type channel at a later date, at a later in a later time frame. I have all kinds of videos and pictures of travel that I haven't done anything with, but I ought to, if I had time, I would go do it, but I don't. And start looking at it like a travel or like a digital nomad type travel channel of some sort. But anyway, all right, well, I'm about to pull up to this house. I'm gonna pause the video, but then I'll jump back on and do a final summary of what we've done so far during this video, and then we'll get back into town and start it back up for dashing in the dark. So I'm gonna pause it right now and we will be back shortly. All right, guys, so Well, another day, another non-tipper. So my last order, the last Thursday was the last time I did DoorDash, and it was $22.70. And then this time was $22.13. So I was like, they was like, do you want the cash? I was like, yeah, I'll take the cash. And so they handed it to me, and I said, y'all need any change? They go, no, it should be exact. And I'm like, oh, well, thanks a lot. Thanks for letting me bring you pizza all the way out here where I drive for 30 minutes, pick up your pizza and all your drinks, keep that stuff all warm for you not to leave a tip at all. So it's frustrating in that regard. I get it if you don't have any money, but they have a perfectly nice vehicle in their driveway. Go pick the food up, right? Go pick your food up. If you can't afford to leave a tip, go pick the food up yourself. All right. So with that, I apologize that I'm being a snotty brat right now, but it's frustrating that you come out here and do all this stuff, and then people just don't bother leaving a tip at all. So it's kind of frustrating. So I feel like a college student doing waiting tables, and you got some jerk being buying a bunch of food and all this stuff, and then you providing excellent service, and they don't leave a tip. So anyway, all right, so here's the final numbers, at least on this thing here. It says $62.97, 4 hours and 29 minutes, not counting the time that it takes me to get back to town. I did 11 out of 11, and this particular offer was $6.50 base pay with no tip. So yay for me. All right, so I am going to close out this video, and we will come back with a later episode of Dashing in the Dark. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every one of you that catches this video, and please hit that subscribe button, and we'll keep trucking along. So have a good night. Bye.